Hey there YouTube lovers, my name is BB8 and today we are going to review Pikmin 4. As we escape the so-called everybody want to mid, which we did recently review, it's time that we get onto something that's way better in Pikmin 4. I haven't really had that much experience with the Pikmin franchise throughout my lifetime, as I can recall playing either Pikmin 1 or 2 on one of those booths in the children's area when I went to hospital back in 2010. I can't remember if it was on a GameCube or a Wii, but I definitely remember playing a bit of Pikmin on it. I have played the demo for Pikmin 3 Deluxe, but I haven't actually owned the full game. Meaning that the only Pikmin game I can say I've owned before Pikmin 4 was probably Hey Pikmin, that released on the Nintendo 3DS, which was an alright game. I wouldn't say it holds up to Pikmin 4, but Hey Pikmin was okay, I guess. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? And just before we get into the review video, this does contain spoilers for Pikmin 4. So if you have not played Pikmin 4 yet, I advise you go play the game first, and then come back to this review video later on. Because I'm not taking responsibility when you get spoiled by this review video. So, without further ado, for real this time, let's get into the review. For the gameplay, Pikmin 4's gameplay is delightful and engaging experience that builds upon the strengths of its predecessors. The game introduces new species of Pikmin such as Ice Pikmin and Glow Pikmin, each with unique abilities that add strategic depth, exploration and combat. With the addition of Ochi, who's probably the show stealer of the whole game, being a dog-like companion, further enriches the gameplay by offering helpful assistance and introducing new puzzle-solving elements. One of the standout features of the whole game is being able to customize a character that you can make uniquely yours, adding a more personal touch to your adventure. The hub base provides various activities, including upgrading Ochi and improving your character's equipment, making the journey feel more rewarding and immersive. The exploration mechanics are well designed, with the limitation on the number of deployed Pikmin, adding an element of resource management and strategy. Upgrading the Pikmin's onion craft with special bolts and redeploying transport craft to different landing sites offer efficient ways to gather resources and uncover treasures. And this may be one of my favourite parts of the game, but the inclusion of nighttime expeditions, adding an exciting twist of utilising the Glow Pikmin to navigate and fend off enemies in a tower defense style mode. It does remind me of like a zombies mode, if you come to think about it, because I do enjoy zombies modes in games, as this variety in the gameplay keeps things fresh and engaging throughout the adventure. And the game does offer both single player and multiplayer modes this time around. Cooperative modes allow you to team up with a friend to tackle the main story together. Whilst the DanTDM battles introduce thrilling competitive gameplay where you compete to secure as many spoils and treasures as possible. Additionally, in the post-game, there is a mode that does allow you to play as Olimar, called Olimar's Shipwreck Tale, which does provide a compelling side mode offering a different perspective as players take control of Olimar and embark on a challenging mission to collect the missing ship parts. This mode's unique mechanics and time limit from previous Pikmin games add a refreshing sense of urgency and different level of challenge. For the story, unlike The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Pikmin 4 has a story that takes an exciting turn as Captain Olimar lands on an Earth-like planet PNF 404, leading to an adventurous journey to find his missing ship parts with the help of Pikmin. And the introduction of characters like Moss and Ochi add an endearing touch to the plot. The inclusion of the Rescue Corps, who are new characters within Pikmin 4, add depth to the narrative, with the player character stepping in to find the missing members and complete the mission. The plot unfolds further as the Rescue Corps discover a mysterious figure with an unknown condition, and the quest to find a cure for the infected castaways add an element of intrigue. The encounter with an ancient Sire Hound brings a captivating twist to the story, and Olimar's decision to leave Moss behind with the Pikmin adds a bitter, sweet touch to the conclusion. Overall, as of the plot, Pikmin 4 delivers a compelling, heartwarming story filled with exploration, friendship, and the excitement of rescue missions. The character development and interactions between Olimar, the player character, and the Pikmin make for an engaging gameplay experience. While some aspects of the story might feel familiar to fans of the series, the inclusion of new elements and challenges keep the adventures fresh and enjoyable. For the summary, the gameplay, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Pikmin 4 does provide some fresh gameplay elements such as character customization, night missions, and the ability to play as Olimar in a post-game mission called Olimar's Shipwreck Tale. And Ochi, a new character in the game, does make the gameplay better. For the graphics and the performance, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The performance for Pikmin 4 is smooth, and with the addition of Unreal Engine being implemented into a Pikmin game, does make the environments of Pikmin feel more lively. For the story, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Because the story may not be a bit complex, but I can say with the introduction of some new characters, with the addition of older characters like Olimar and Louie, who doesn't appear until the post-game, I'd say the story's a decent one. The characters, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Introducing Ochi to the Pikmin universe, I think, was probably the show-stealing decision. And I really love Ochi. I'm not gonna lie. If they ever made an amiibo or a plushie of Ochi, I'd probably own it. For the content, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. There's a lot to do in the post-game. Like, you can 100% each area, find all the Pikmin onions and the treasures, complete all the caves, and participate in Olimar's Shipwrecked Tale. There's so much to do in the post-game. For the music, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. The music does go well with Pikmin 4 and does manage to fit to the aesthetic of the Pikmin series overall. The difficulty, I'm going to give it a moderate. Although there may be hard times throughout the game, such as defeating enemies, and one enemy does return in Pikmin 2, because I know one enemy, if you have played Pikmin 2 before, you would know what I'm on about. But I can tell you now, the cave where that enemy returns is probably the hardest in the whole game, in my opinion. The length, I'm going to give it 15 to 20 hours. For me, it took only 19 hours and 19 minutes, but I can say for now, this is probably the longest Pikmin game we've had to date. For the audience, I'm going to give it a 7+. Because, yet again, there may be horrifying enemies within the game, such as that invisible enemy from Pikmin 2, like I just stated, as well as some Pikmin being hard. And finally, for the perk, Pikmin 4 definitely deserves its collector perk. Because everybody wants to Switch didn't have a chance for its collector perk. But Pikmin 4 earned it, in my opinion. Because I can say for now, 2023 has been a great year for Nintendo, ignoring everybody want to Switch. We've had the Super Mario Bros. Movie cross $1 billion in the worldwide box office, Tears of the Kingdom selling 18 million copies, and we have the release of Pikmin 4. And I can say, it's the most fun in the Pikmin series to date. And overall, I give Pikmin 4 an 8.2 out of 10. Pikmin 4 is a delightful and engaging addition to the series, building upon its predecessors while introducing new and exciting gameplay elements. The variety of exploration, resource management, and strategic combat keeps the adventure fresh and immersive. The addition of new Pikmin species and Ochi, the dog-like companion, enhances the gameplay experience, adding strategic depth and puzzle-solving elements, and the customizable character and hub-based activities provide a rewarding sense of progression. Inclusion of both single-player and multiplayer modes adds to the game's longevity and enjoyment. And the story does take an exciting turn with new characters and an intriguing plot that adds depth and heartwarming moments. While some aspects of the story might feel familiar, the introduction to new challenges keeps things interesting. Pikmin 4 delivers a ton of fun puzzle building and exploration to keep players engaged for a significant amount of time. As I said, 2023 has been a great year for Nintendo, ignoring everybody want to Switch, as Pikmin 4 stands out as a Pikmin game that fans have been eagerly waiting for. It's a must-play for Pikmin enthusiasts. It may not be a masterpiece, but was definitely an enjoyable game. And I still have more Pikmin games to play, such as Pikmin 1+2, which hasn't long ago been ported to Switch, when that comes out physically in September, and Pikmin 3 Deluxe, which I have considered picking up. And there's still plenty of fun to explore in the Pikmin universe. So guys, what did you think of my review for Pikmin 4? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn your notification bell on so you don't miss another review video like this one. We don't really have that much to review, apart from the Gran Turismo movie coming out in the UK within the week, and The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Ages, which I still need to beat. And as a placeholder in September, my long-awaited review for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be coming. So, I will see you all in a future review video. BB8 out.